tournament game, Northwest Penn State hosting Lincoln. Second time in Hard Games, he's lost the play trailer. This time, though, Anthony Goodyear is back. He drives, picks up the foul. Bearcats up 74-70. At this point, he would make both to put it to 74-72. Bearcats counts him out on the court. Get the ball to Devontae Mosby with a foul and converts the basket. Mosby extends the lead to 76-72. And he knows the free throw. Bearcats back up 5. And here comes Lincoln. Down the court. Gonna get open for a three-pointer. Cut the rebound to 76-75. He forces a timeout. Out of the timeout. Possession later. Lincoln gets back to the line. The first one. Is good, but that's the second free throw, and it's off. They fouled Edu Endow, and he makes the free throw to make it 80-76. Now we're going to hear from McCollum, and the players.
Junior guard Justin Pitts and senior forward Zach Schneider, as well as head coach Ben McCollum. Coach McCollum, if you'll start off with an opening statement, and then we'll open it up to questions for you and the players.
Boy, that was a fun postseason game. That's what postseason basketball is about. Is those kind of games, and they say survive and advance, and that's essentially what we did was survived them. And for a 9 seed, I mean, I just think that says a lot about the depth of our conference. I'm not sure this year as far as the regional stuff goes, but that's a really good basketball team for a 9 seed. And they've got a lot of weapons, and I thought our kids battled, came out. Thought we really shot free throws well throughout the game. It's a joke. No one's paying attention to me. David is. Yeah, okay, good. We need to get a little better from the free throw line. I thought, we need to make sure that we defensive rebound. But, they're desperate. They were desperate down the stretch, and that's what desperate teams do. They fight for it, and they were hungry to win. And we were just fortunate enough to pull it off at the end.
Questions for coach or players?
Justin, after 2 straight games being sick, how do you feel you played, and how do you think the team played?
I think coming off of being, I'm still I'm not 100% still, but Coach Mack told me to start being more aggressive. It's postseason time, and he needs me to start being more aggressive. And the team came out and play hard and aggressive, and that's it. I don't know.
Zach, how important was it for you guys to make plays down the stretch when they did get it to within 4?
Yeah, I think it's big just confidence-wise going into the postseason. Obviously, we're going to see games like that when we get to the regional and these next 2 games. And, I'm pretty calm, honestly. We got the best player in the country, I feel like, in closing time, so we just go to him and it works out pretty well.
Coach, 11 turnovers in the second half, pretty uncharacteristic of a disciplined team like the Bearcats. What do you got to work on to make sure that doesn't happen now that it's one and done time?
Yeah. Did we have 11 in the second half?
Oh, you had 11 until 7 in the second half.
7 in the second half. Just some unfortunate, uncharacteristic things. Generally, I would guess we're probably top 5 in the country in fewest turnovers. So I don't know that any of them were that bad. I think they got a couple hands on balls. Maybe a travel here or there, and so I'm not overly concerned at all. I would be more concerned with the defensive rebounding than I would that.
Coach, it looked pretty comfortable for honestly first half and then a little bit into the second half. What really changed with 5 or 6 minutes left in the game?
It's tourney time. They got desperate and started hitting shots and really came out. I think he hit the one, Anthony did, and then he started to get hot, and he's pretty. He had 50 on us, so we know what he can do. This time we were able to defend him quite a bit better. I thought our concentration was better. Boy, it didn't feel easy to me though. The whole game didn't feel easy to me. These games just never goes away. That feeling before games, but it was fun environment, and hopefully we can play hard again Saturday.
Was it tougher seeing them so close to each other? Like your game, like play them Saturday?
Yeah, it's tough to ever see them. It was like last year with Lindenwood. It was like, give me 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, but don't give me 9. That's the Lindenwood, that was how it was last year, and I felt like Lincoln was one of those teams that, you know, there's a lot of other teams that you'd rather play than Lincoln in the first round, just because they have so many weapons. They can really, I think when they really sit down, they can defend. I think he's an excellent coach as far as X's and O's go, meaning you can't just expose little things that they do. It's difficult to beat them X's and O's wise, and so yeah, that's a tough game, and you know, I'm glad we came out on top.
Coach, can you also just talk about Justin again? I mean, how special was he tonight?
Oh, he was good. I mean, he had some shots that in that first half especially, and then the second half, obviously, you know, kind of regained our composure, and you know, it helps coaching-wise because you can concentrate a lot on defense because you have guys that can make plays, and then, you know, we're able to really focus our attention on getting stops, and obviously Justin tonight was, you know, it's kind of what he does is just, you know, postseason is, you know, our kids, I thought, refocused. I thought during the season it might have got, I don't know, for lack of a better way to say it, a little easy, meaning, you know, when you win by 15, 20, 30 points, you start to lose a little your concentration. Tonight I thought we were much better.
Justin, how well were you guys executing on offense the last 10 minutes of that first half?
Well, we kind of went to top ball screens with Zach because they don't switch because they have trouble staying with either me or Zach. So we just went to that, and it worked out well. Zach hitting shots, we getting other people open. When I drive, everything just opened up when I drive, and because they don't talk very well. I mean, they don't. Anybody doesn't communicate when Zach, because they don't know who to guard. They don't know whether to switch or whether to stay. So I mean, it opened up a lot of things.
Coach, when Justin scores 30 and he's less than 100% health-wise, what does that say about him?
Oh, you know, he's a tough kid. He's got a high pain tolerance. He's not. He's one of those kids that he's going to go out there and even, you know, last week, and all of our kids are this way, in my opinion. You know, he's not going to be out there. You're not going to know that he's sick or not. And if he's out there, he's 100%. Meaning, you know, yeah, is he sick and yeah, does he have this? Yeah, but if he's out there, you know, he's a go, and that's what it is. So, you know, and that's how he performed, and he's not gonna play at 90% if he feels like 90%. He's gonna play 100%, and that's what we expect out of our kids. And he's got a high pain tolerance, so we're not really worried about him.
When I don't know how to, I guess I'll put it this way: when he scores 30, is it a quiet 30? Is it a flashy 30? Is it efficient 30? What number or description would you put behind his 30-point effort tonight?
Boy, it's tough. You know, it's pretty efficient. I mean, what was he, 12 for 16? You know, it's pretty efficient. He's an excellent flow scorer. You know, he moves the ball. He passes when he's supposed to. He doesn't overhandle. Those are efficient things that he does a good job of and always does a good job of. I think the biggest thing, especially with him, is he's so unselfish that our guys trust him. So what happens is our guys naturally will feed him the ball back in the flow of the offense, and then he's able to score in that. And so you've got to have both sides of that. You have to have a kid that's humble and understands the importance of everybody else, and then everybody else has to understand the importance of Justin. And you know, and our guys understand that, and you know, they don't try to hide it. It's no secret, and you know, that's what makes an unselfish basketball team. That's just his role. You know, Zach's role is to do what he does, and Devontae and Brad and all those guys have specific roles, none more important than the rest, but all very, very important.
One more